All right, let's get different views on this, especially because it's such a polarizing debate for our parliamentarians. Joining me from the Congress Party, spokesperson Sujata Paul, from the Bharatiya Janata Party, Radhika Khera. Also, Manasvi Thapar is joining me, advocate and political analyst. Karan Verma, author and political analyst as well, for more perspectives on that. Let's begin with the Congress Party, Sujata, because eventually your party is leading the charge. Should we start with the Supreme Court? Do you think there's been a certain setback, so to say? The fact that the Supreme Court agrees with the Election Commission here and adds that the Aadhaar card is not going to be treated as an exclusive proof of citizenship. That's what Kapil Sibal was pushing for.
As far as what has happened in the Honorable Supreme Court, it is not for us to question that. But we must also remember that whether it is the Aadhaar card, voter card, PAN card, or even the Manreka card for that matter, these could easily have been used by the so-called constitutional body, which is now working for the BJP, and it is now just the ECI, which is the BJP. And therefore, the fact is that a constitutional body cannot hide behind this excuse now, because they have also said in the Honorable Supreme Court that we are not going to give any data to anybody else other than the political parties. But the RJD has been saying again and again that they had filed a whole lot of complaints even before the Lok Sabha elections regarding the faults in the voters list. They didn't address it. And your reports, basically I'm talking about the India Today and Aaj Tak reports, we are seeing the kind of the faults which are coming out. For example, a lady in Thrissur, Kerala, this is the only seat with the BJP, and there this lady says that there are 9 fake votes which are registered at her address. So these are issues which need to be corrected. Of course, how you correct it is for the ECI to answer. Why don't they want to connect the voters list to the Aadhaar card? It is for them
Sujata,
to answer.
why is the Congress Party not filing a complaint? That's what the Election Commission is also asking. If your charges are so serious, you have the evidence, why not approach the EC? Go and file a formal complaint.
This is a very good question, because every time we have been to the EC has made fun of the opposition. They have refused to answer questions. And if you remember the former CEC, Mr. Rajiv Kumar, he recited Shero Shairi during a press conference when he was asked by the friends from the media about the questions being raised on them. So the fact is that it is now that the EC is under pressure, and that is why they've become fact checkers. Now, instead of becoming fact checkers, they need to explain the questions which are being raised by the opposition, by my leader Rahul Gandhi, instead of threatening us. And if you remember why I'm saying that EC is BJP, it's very simple. Because if you remember, Mr. Modi made sure that the balance tilted in favor of the BJP when the committee for selection of the election commissioners was changed in spite of the ruling of the Honorable Supreme Court.
Okay,
So this vote chori, chori,
look at that, Radhika. The Congress spokesperson has come well prepared. They are showing posters. ECI is BJP, and some more on vote chori as well. The issue here is, okay, fake votes. Okay, that's how their posters are ready. Radhika, why I bring you in here is because you say the Election Commission is independent, we have nothing to do with this controversy, but then the top BJP leaders and ministers jump in to attack the opposition for taking on the EC. Why do you think the BJP leaders or the ministers are doing it? And importantly, what do you say to Sujata Paul's ECI is BJP? Radhika, I think you're on mute. Just check your audio, Radhika.
Good evening to everyone.
Go ahead.
Nice to debate with you after a very long time
Radhika.
today, Pooja. And I don't think I need to reply to the Congress spokesperson's posters. The Congress has been exposed by Minta Devi herself today, and your own singers went on to speak to her and everything. The problem with the Congress is they're not doing activism. They're doing political forgery. They do not even go and cross-check a single fact. And I am not the one who's exposing them. Their own Karnataka Cooperation Minister, K.N. Rajana, a scheduled tribe leader, Rahul Gandhi, even goes on to the extent of asking channel people working in channel, तुम्हारे मालिक कौन सी जाति के हैं? You remember that? Now he talks about SC, ST, जितनी आबादी उतना हक. This is how he's treating an ST minister whose only mistake was coming out with the truth because he demanded accountability and said that this happened during the Congress rule. And why were we sleeping and not raising the issue? This is what he's being punished for, and nobody more than me will understand that Congress punishes its own people for speaking the truth. So it is very sad. You can't be pretending to be activists and hum yahan pe democracy bacha rahe hain while you're shamefully fabricating. And the Congress spokesperson was talking about that the EC is not replying. Well, I have a reply of the EC over here. This is a reply only where they have said that the statements of Rahul misleading. Now, I purposely went on to the internet to search the word mislead. Now, mislead in general terms means liar, fraud, imposter, fabricator, con artist. Now, if the EC had gone on record to say something like the Rahul Gandhi is misleading, that means he's a con artist, he's a fraud, the Congress party should immediately file a complaint against the election commission. Bhai, that's a बहुत बड़ा आरोप लगाया है election commission में that you're misleading. And why is Rahul Gandhi scared and shying away from going to the election commission?
Is your support to the EC, do you think Radhika can go against your party? Before I go across to Sujata on that.
I have a very simple question. If the EC was BJP and BJP was EC, why would we be not 400 par today? Why would we be sitting at the number of seats that we have? We would have easily got
fake votes. That's what Sujata is showing. Sujata is saying fake votes.
Why would we be not in government in Jammu and Kashmir? Why would we would be passing everything? Now the problem with the Congress is that they're behaving, the Sansas of the India Alliance are behaving like students who are bunking Sansad every time. For 11 years, they've been wasting the hard-earned money of our people. 2.5 to 3 crores is spent daily on Parliament to run it, and there are 3 sessions, and they don't let Parliament run.
Okay, so reply to that, then I go to our other guests on this. Sujata, okay, enough of your posters. I've seen the poster. Sujata, but respond to that. You are saying fake votes. They are saying you're busy doing tamasha. You're wasting money. You're not discussing, wanting to discuss in the parliament. All you do is this chaos, commotion and on the streets when your own minister in Karnataka government took on the Congress party. Let's respond to that.
Wow. You know, just look at them asking this question. They're not telling us where the vice president, the former vice president is. That is Mr. Jagdeep Dhankar. Why did he resign? These are questions that they should be answering instead of talking about what is happening in Karnataka. And one thing is for sure, if Mr. Rajanna is saying that voters lists were formed during the Congress time, that means the BJP is agreeing that the voters lists are formed by the party in power. Is that what she's trying to say? And that is why Mr. Rajanna has been shown the door. Now the fact is that when we talk about Minta Devi, what is false about Minta Devi? Hasn't she been shown as a 124-year-old lady? And if you look at your reports only, it is not just Thrissur. There are other places also. For example, the brewery where 68 votes were found. Muzaffarpur, where at one address 269 people have been found. One address in Jamui where 247 people have been found. So ECI is now working for the...
Sujata, why this Minta Devi issue has come, and we'll show Priyanka Gandhi Vadra wearing the t-shirt as well. Do we have a separate clip of what Minta Devi has said? Let's just listen in to what exactly did she say after the whole controversy breakout.
मिंता देवी जो है हमारे साथ है, आप देख सकते हैं यही मिंता देवी है जो टी-शर्ट पे तस्वीर जो छपी हुई है वो ये मिंता देवी का ये वोटर आईडी कार्ड है। आप देख सकते हैं कि जो वोटर आईडी कार्ड है यही तस्वीर है जो प्रियंका गांधी ने अपनी टी-शर्ट पे छपाया हुआ है और इनका वोटर आईडी कार्ड और डेट ऑफ बर्थ भी लिखा हुआ है। अच्छा, इसको लेकर के आज पूरे सुबह से ही संसद में प्रियंका गांधी जो विपक्ष की नेता कांग्रेस की नेता है वो पूरा इस पर नारेबाजी कर रही है। आपके नाम का टी-शर्ट पहन के आपका तस्वीर भी छपा हुआ है। ये विरोध प्रदर्शन कर रही है कि सरकार जो SIR करवाई है उसमें बहुत ही मतलब गलती हुई है। उसी का नतीजा है कि आपको इस तरह का वोटर आईडी कार्ड मिला। तो क्या कहिएगा इसको लेकर के?
हम यही कहेंगे कि जो हुआ सो हो गया। अब इसके बाद इसको सुधार किया जाए कि सुधार करा जो मेरा ओरिजिनल है वही पता इस पे छप जाए,
ओरिजिनल पता छप जाए।
हाँ।
अच्छा, ये बताइए अभी जो SIR चल रहा था अभी तो कोई BLO या कोई चुनाव आयोग से कोई आपके पास आया संपर्क करने के लिए?
नहीं, अभी तक तो कोई नहीं आया है।
अभी तक कोई नहीं आया? 1 महीने के अंदर कोई नहीं आया?
ना, अभी 1 महीने के अंदर में सिर्फ आप ही लोग आए हैं, दूसरा कोई।
A quick word on that from Sujata, and Radhika also wants to come in. That Sujata, here was the catch. The catch was she's saying and that there was a mistake that has happened. She's never voted. So technically there is nothing wrong, that she's not 124. So do you think that's where the Congress made a miss?
Not at all. And this is important because Minta Devi will be allowed to vote in spite of the fact that she's been shown as a 124-year-old and her age will be accepted as 35 years. But, I come from Uttarakhand, and in the recent municipal elections, what we found was the addresses of people had been changed. If somebody lived at Inder Road, they said it was Tegh Bahadur Road. And when the person went to vote, they said, no, in your Aadhaar card, it is Inder Road, so you cannot vote at this.
Radhika,
So people kept
even
running
if,
from one
what
to
I can
other.
see is Congress at least has managed to throw a doubt on the EC, on the electoral process. Why shouldn't the BJP say, okay, let's find out about more of these discrepancies, let's try and find out if there are details, rather than call it Tamasha? Do you think it is a Tamasha only, and why? Quickly, you want to respond? I have to go
It
to
is a
other guests.
tamasha because this is the entire reason why we've got the SIR. Since 2003, no SIR has been conducted. This was the responsibility of the party which claims to have built the nation. More than 56 years they've been in power. Why was after 2003 an SIR not conducted? This is exactly why we are saying Nande again. The SIR
Okay.
also, we want to remove these discrepancies. They are so confused. They themselves don't know what they're fighting for. So this is exactly, and also one more thing.
I have to bring in other guests as well. Okay, you made your point. Manasvi Thapar joins me.
Just 10 seconds.
Sujata, I'll come back to you.
Please also throw some light on
Manasvi, you're an advocate, you're a political analyst as well. Help me understand this. Shouldn't the Congress party file a complaint, go through a proper protocol? Because otherwise it looks like from street social media. What do you think is happening here, and what kind of narrative is being built? How is this working out?
I think Congress is doing extremely in the right direction in terms of this protest. I'll tell you how and why. So first thing is that legally it is not possible for Congress to file a complaint in Madhapura because that has been, it's already delayed. So it has to be done within 30 days from the draft roll. So they are legitimately making a very good roadshow and kind of media interaction. They are getting attraction from the social media. And it is for the first time in the last 11 years, I have not seen BJP on the back foot. BJP has not come out openly and said that there is not even one fake voter. They have, on the contrary, said this is a tamasha. They don't know, they can't win. So it is for the first time, and I congratulate Congress on this particular juncture that they have made BJP, which is the strongest party of the world with the largest number of karyakartas, the richest party of the world, on back foot, which has never been the case. And this goes to Rahul Gandhi. You have to give it to him. He may not win the next election, but the pain point in the voter politics, in the politics of democracy, he has brought the opposition together. The India Alliance was not joined before.
300
before this,
MPs were there on the streets.
This has brought a Fevicol movement for Congress, and now
Fevicol
SP
movement.
SP has come out.
Yes.
All the opposition leaders are saying yes, there were 500
Pakka jod
votes which were
hai
fake.
of these parties. So we'll see till when can that last. Has there been a beginning? Karan Verma was smiling when Manasvi is speaking. Karan, you tell me, who do you think is winning this war of words? Do you think Congress has been able to influence with the narrative at least, or as Manasvi is saying, that they have been on the back foot? They haven't seen BJP like this before, not able to really defend.
So damned if BJP responds to it, damned if they don't respond to it. If they respond to it, they'll be like, oh, it's a question posed to the Election Commission. Why is the BJP getting involved in it? I mean, just understand this entire thing in perspective. The EC writes a letter on 12th June. Rahul Gandhi hasn't put anything on record, doesn't even formally reply to the letter of 12th June. 30 people are invited, 300 turn up for the face-to-face meeting regarding this issue.
Yes.
You've not given anything in writing. You don't turn up. You create a complete ruckus. You don't give anything in affidavit. This is the grammar of anarchy that we were warned by B.R. Ambedkar back in the day. And it's so ridiculous. I mean, for them to think that they have the upper edge in this entire thing. I mean, when you wreak havoc of this sort, they've been pulled up by the Maharashtra High Court. What did the Bombay High Court say? In July, when they raised questions on the Maharashtra Assembly polls, they completely threw it out of the bin. What happened when they started casting aspersions on the EVMs? Again, they landed with the foot in their mouth when the Supreme Court said there was nothing wrong. 10 EVM machines from different places were checked with VVPAT matching. There was no errors whatsoever. This entire cabal of trying to, fight against the Indian state, as Rahul Gandhi said in his own words, is going to take our democracy down a very slippery slope. I mean, you can have problems. Rahul Gandhi is the poster boy for SIR, I would say. When he talks of duplication of votes, when he talks of deceased voters, this is precisely what the purpose of SIR under Article 324
Manasvi, I believe
was
you
going
want
to
to
be.
respond. Okay, you want to respond and interject. Go ahead.
So when when Congress asks questions, that is Tamasha. When Congress asks questions, you bring out the High Court and Supreme Court. The High Court have multiple times said and rejected BJP on the electoral bonds issue. So at that time, you will
They
not
accepted.
quote. You have not accepted it. You denied it
Of course they
completely.
accepted it.
Now the point.
Did they
Now
take to
the
the
point
streets?
when are the votes fake or not? A simple question what comes to the mind of a local citizen,
Of
a
course,
normal
there is
citizen.
duplication.
Are the
One second.
votes
Can I reply?
being duplicated? Are the votes being added,
course.
subtracted?
Are the votes being duplicated, Karan? What do you think?
Of course, there is duplication of votes. That's what the purpose of SIR
So,
was.
don't-
I mean, are you enhancing someone's knowledge by saying this? This is precisely the entire purpose was this. And one more thing.
So,
Let me
so the
just expose
past,
the
so
hypocrisy.
past elections,
Now,
didn't
you have to allow me to
duplication of
speak.
votes.
You have to
Okay,
allow me to speak.
okay.
Give me 30
So
seconds.
questioning
elections
past
had duplication of
elections as
votes.
well. Okay, Manasvi, let him answer. Then we go back to our
Manasvi,
political
let me
guests.
answer,
Yes.
please. Let me answer. Let me just break it down and expose their hypocrisy. Every single election, be it the Maharashtra election, the Karnataka election on which they've cast doubts, the Congress agents signed the Form 17.
Yes.
Now, what is the Form 17? Form 17 attests that we believe that the number of electors, the number of voters who've turned up, the polling agents are in agreement. If there ever was a doubt, they should have not signed the Form 17. And that is precisely what Ranjana ji raised yesterday, that we had 40,000 BLA, booth level agents. We signed Form 17. How can we raise doubts on something? It is
Radhika, going from what Manasvi is saying, at some point, do you think the BJP did not expect this kind of a showdown? It has put your party, the government at the center as well, on the back foot. Suddenly, because at least it's a doubt that has been cast and there are some discrepancies we can see somewhere. How do you think this is going to turn out? Is the BJP currently wondering what their strategy would be?
Pooja, why will the BJP be on back foot because of a Congress party who has themselves been involved in this? Whether it was 1975 when the Allahabad High Court found Indira Gandhi guilty of misusing government machinery in her Raebareli election, वहां पे तो वोट चोरी का इतिहास इनका है, and उस पे स्टैंप लगाने का काम इनके कर्नाटक के मंत्री ने किया. Poor man, an ST leader. Are they trying to empower the backward or they're trying to kill the backward? He was forced to resign because, again, I will repeat, because he had the guts to speak the truth. Their own leader, like Rahul Gandhi said, if you have 50% of the courage of Indira Gandhi.
Pooja, please allow me.
हमारे पास ऐसा courage नहीं है वोट चोरी का जैसे इंदिरा गांधी के पास.
Pooja,
I do not be talking between this man is
Okay, Manasvi, let her finish her point. Yes.
So the fact is, we are not on back foot, and we have been, and it is not our responsibility. It is the responsibility of the Election Commission, which is why they are having an SIR. Yes, they are fake votes. That's what we've been saying, and they have been awarding those fake voters. Who remember the Jharkhand election? Their General Secretary Ghulam Ahmad Mir साहब went on record to say कि जो सारे रोहिंग्या हमें वोट दे रहे हैं, उनको भी हम मुफ्त का सिलेंडर देंगे. So that is on record again. And why are they so worried about the double votes, the dead votes, the list being cleaned? They should come out and support. Rahul Gandhi should say, देखो,
But why shouldn't they be worried?
list निकाली है, let's clean it. Why are they running away from it?
Okay. Also, I want to now go to Sujata on this. Sujata, Kapil Sibal, who was during the hearing on the court, said EC data, he quoted, said 7.24 crore people have submitted the forms. 65 lakh names appear to have been excluded without inquiry. Now, the court also questioned that how are you reaching that number of 65 lakh? Is that an estimate? What is the fact behind it? The issue happening here right now is the Congress has made a very serious charge. You've literally questioned the democratic electoral process of the country, at least in the past few assembly elections and the parliamentary elections as well. Is there a strong data and evidence that you have backing with you? Because you say EC has the onus to prove you're wrong, but the EC is saying the same thing. Where is this evidence coming from to throw all this muck at us and the government?
As far as this evidence is concerned, it is for the EC to reply how many votes they have deleted, if not 65 lakh votes. And let me also explain that every election, what do? We compare the previous voter list to the new ones. And when we see what has happened and the facts have come out from the EC itself as to how many votes have been added. So clearly, the difference between the two lists can be calculated. That's not a very major thing. But in the list that have been put up right now, these are the draft ones, there are the living who are dead and the dead who have been brought to life. So this is what the EC is doing, and this is clearly an attempt to manipulate the elections because they are failing everywhere, and that's why they're doing it. But you know, one very important fact is that in 2001 the census was conducted and the SIR was conducted after that in 2003. But you tell me, from where is the EC getting the data right now? And if in 2021 the census had to be done and it hasn't been done till now, from January to June they were doing the SSR.
Okay.
Suddenly they decided to spring the SIR. So that clearly means that there is manipulation happening.
All right, so the allegations of manipulation continue. Meanwhile, there are meetings and huddles happening with regard to different delegations that are meeting. But on the streets, on social media, we have seen the political showdown continues. For now, this is the big strategy for the Congress, and the BJP says just tamasha, nothing more to that. I appreciate all four of you for joining us on To The Point. We leave it to the viewer and especially to the population of Bihar because they are the ones who are set to vote. And that, of course, remains our top story in the days to come as well.